Google search history, take 22.
The first, yeah, great.
By the way, you have one new notification.
I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. Alexa, call me daddy.
I'd rather not.
Fuck. Okay,
Then shut up.
yeah. I know what I'm gonna Google search today. Why doesn't Alexa call me daddy? How to make Alexa call me daddy.
Really want her to call you daddy,
I don't
you?
see why it's an issue. Just let me have my Alexa call me daddy. Jesus.
Maybe Bezos has daddy issues. Should we search that?
Roll the opening.
Hello!
And welcome back to
What's Safe Word?
I'm Ant.
I'm Mr. Kristofer.
And today,
This is a little scary for me.
I just want to search through
My history.
Yeah.
And I don't trust technology as it is.
Do you trust people?
I trust you.
Aww.
But not Google.
Oh, well, that's true. Now, everybody has a magical internet device that literally tells them everything in their pocket at all times. You can, yeah, He's searching for something right now. And a few weeks ago, we kind of jokingly said, could you imagine if we went through each other's search histories and like saw what we were searching? Oh my God, that'd be the worst. To which you guys responded, do it. So today I've got my laptop.
I've got mine.
And we're gonna just literally pass them around like a
So-
party bottom and go through each other's search histories. That's really just the video.
Which end do I go through? The back end or the front end?
It's never stopped you before.
But I don't know how to look for it. So you're going to have to show me.
Well, if you open up my laptop, I bet you one of the first Google searches is how do you go through your search history?
Ooh, no, actually the first thing is, what's your password?
Oh, not Googleable, thank God.
So with it being spooky season and Halloween coming up, this is the scariest thing we could think of.
So thank you again today to the sponsor of today's episode, Surfshark, who's not only keeping our internet data safe, but keeping it to just us. And if this episode
Secure.
is not proof enough that we need internet security, oh girl, oh honey.
He was ingenue, honey.
I need puppy security. Surfshark, can you help me?
So for today, we're literally just gonna look through each other's laptops. We're gonna ask, hey, why did you search for this? And just kind of talk about hopefully our sex positive or very sexual search histories.
So we're just passing around our hard drives.
Oh my God.
Daddy breaks the internet.
So just an initial look at did you clean this at all? Did you make this like appropriate for the episode or?
I don't even know how. I don't even know how to get to this screen.
Let's just get into it. Daddy, why don't you go ahead and look through my history and
Okay.
what pops out? What stands out?
So one thing that strikes me right off is you do a lot of research where I use my computer to look at my bank statements,
see that.
CNN, OnlyFans, Just for Fans, Twitter, Facebook. I don't do a lot of Googling.
How do you learn things?
I'm not interested in anything.
What's something that sticks out that you have questions about?
Can lube dissolve a dildo?
Okay, so I love this already. I wanted to do an experiment episode, like sex experiments. And I wanted to see, like, has anyone ever put a dildo in different kinds of lubes, so water-based, silicone, oil-based, and just left it there for a month?
Have you ever had two dildos that melted because they were
That's just it.
touching?
Yeah, I want to do melting dildo experiments. So that's why I searched for that.
They are chemical, and so some chemicals do cause them to deform and melt. And some lubes do.
Yeah, that's why I want to do an experiment.
Oh, we should research that.
Well, Daddy, how about this one then? Oh, okay. Why did you search for turn bread to wine in stomach?
Oh!
What kind of Jesus? Also, midnight mass. Oh my God, speaking of Jesus.
So, okay, stay with me here. I have a friend who his blood sugar keeps going up and down, up and down. And I had another friend who literally had this thing where when they ate bread, their stomach dissolved the yeast and turned it to beer and they got drunk. So I was trying to figure out what that was called.
Speaking of experiments.
So I could send it to them because I think that's what's happening. I think their stomach is turning bread into alcohol because they get drunk and then pass out.
Okay.
It's a thing. Look it up.
No
Google
follow-up
it.
questions.
So I feel like this one's leading the witness.
Okay.
Can someone be attracted to puns? Are you trying to see if your puns are trying to turn me on?
Are they? But I was just curious if there was an actual like clinical or even just a word that had to go with puns.
For some reason, they're that demented that they would.
Excuse you. Some people are very attracted to like people that are intellectual. Sapiosexuals, it's a thing.
But puns doesn't mean you're intellectual.
But yeah, in order to come up with a pun, you always have to be thinking about like a way in which you can turn a conversation or like turn a phrase, you know?
What you should have Googled is, do puns turn people off? Kinks that are illegal. Why are you looking for illegal kinks?
No. I'm not looking for illegal kinks. We're actually having a conversation on the podcast and on the puppet history video about obscenity laws. And so I was curious what kinks out there or what places have kinks that are illegal. And I found an article that actually listed out some of the places that you should be aware of and just be cautious of if you're being kinky. London was on the list. Did you know it's illegal to have sex on a parked motorcycle in London?
Can you do it if it's going?
You know, that's... No
Vroom,
comment.
vroom.
No comment. Indiana, oral sex is banned. China, women are not allowed to walk around naked in a hotel room.
By themselves?
But no, just not at all. They're not allowed to walk around naked in a hotel room. Oh, but nudity is allowed in the bathroom.
Oh, thank God. Or else they'd have to shower clothed.
And one of my favorites in a very terrible way, Alabama. It is completely illegal in Alabama to own a sex toy.
Completely.
And-
so no sex shops whatsoever in Alabama. Alabama, I bet this is not true.
And last but not least on that list, my favorite was in Minnesota. You can't sleep naked in Minnesota. So do not forget that onesie. No matter how tiring the post-sex glow is, get dressed immediately.
This is still on the books?
Yes, you can't sleep naked in Minnesota. I don't know why. This is why I Google things. I'm
Why
always
do
so
these
curious.
laws exist?
I don't, because we hate sex, you know, like...
Well, I mean, that makes, we were a very puritanical society. So in the 50s, when I Love Lucy, they always had two separate beds because they couldn't show a married couple in the same bed on television. So, and that's not that long ago. I know it seems like 3 lifetimes to most of you, but that's not that long ago. It's like 72 years ago.
Oh, I know. And we're still kind of in that scary gray area sometimes. Oh, and then this one says, what is Surfshark VPN? Today's sponsor?
It's a very pretty network.
No, VPN or virtual private network, and they're today's sponsor, making sure that you not only keep your internet search history private, but secure.
So why didn't it keep you out of my search history then?
Well, first of all, you didn't have it on. I don't want people being able to look into what I'm searching for. So having a VPN is super important. And Surfshark is not only one of the best out there, but they offer 24/7 customer support and a 30-day money-back guarantee if you try them out.
So that's a pretty good deal. You're not out any money.
Correct. And if you use the offer code WATTS or just go to the link down below, you get 83% off on a discount and 3 months for free when you try 2 years. So try it out. It's really not that expensive and it protects everything you do, but that's not all.
Wait, there's more?
Yes. As we get into the RuPaul's Drag Race season, this is the one and only surefire way that I'm able to watch everything from Canada to UK to every single past season by just spoofing my location. I'll go into Netflix and I'll just type in RuPaul's Drag Race, but change my location to like United Kingdom or maybe a Thailand. And for whatever reason, the US has no jurisdiction there, so I can actually watch all of my favorite shows overseas.
Even Dragula?
Well, you watch Dragula?
No, but I just thought I'd be smart. Just like seeing the shock on your face.
Perfect for the spooky season. I'm shocked. I'm spooked. Plus, let's say you live in Arizona and you keep getting targeted with sex toy ads. Maybe you need an ad blocker. You can do that through your VPN as well.
Ooh, I want one of those.
A sex toy or an ad blocker?
Yes.
So, if the geolocation and getting around those geo blockers isn't enough, if the advertising that you don't want in your face isn't enough, then just rely on that safe, secure internet connection that people aren't going to track your data or weird Google search terms. By checking out Surfshark VPN today.
And then all you'll have to worry about is your puppy. Do you want coffee?
I would love a coffee. Oh my gosh, thank you, Daddy. Can you get that for me? Now. So thank you again, Surfshark VPN. You're getting very sleepy. Go support them because they support us.
You actually sound spookier.
And let's get back to the search terms. Would you like to explain the search term Urinetown?
Oh, Urinetown was a musical I went and saw in 1999 in New York City. And then I wanted to go research Urinetown to see if it was still playing.
It's a musical by Greg Cotis. Wow, okay.
See?
And you followed that up with PNG. I don't know why you were looking for PNG, but that's...
PNG?
You're in trouble.
Did I spell the P out? PEE?
PEE. PNG. Yeah, You were looking for a PNG for P for some reason.
Oh, I was looking for because I did the graphic for our water sports podcast.
Oh.
That's what I was looking for, a PNG on P. And I see it all tracks.
I'm pissed.
I was working.
When you're peeing, make sure that you are actually in the toilet.
You Googled why the eggplant emoji is used for sex.
Oh, I was curious if there was an etymology for why the eggplant emoji is used for like sex and texting.
It's the most phallic one.
I know, it makes sense, but also like if your penis is purple, what the hell?
Well, that, and I'm allergic to eggplant, so if I sucked an eggplant, I would swell up.
Death by sex? Daddy, why did you just Google the word computers?
Are you sure I did?
Computers. Next word. No, that's all. I don't need to know why.
I don't know why either. What is this about, please? Can I actually a pumpkin? Seriously?
Okay, when you live on the internet and you're a sex educator, you have people come to you and you say,
And ask you if you can a
yes.
pumpkin?
Have you ever seen that one guy that pumpkin in a video? Like
No.
kind of burly, muscular. His name's like Jeff or something.
No.
Oh, well he did. And people send me that GIF all the time. And if you actually like right click, open a new tab, that one.
You just said a whole lot of things I don't know.
Where is it?
Where's your Apple button?
There's no Apple button on a PC because I'm a normal person. I mean, it wasn't a real thing. There were actual articles about how to do it safely, but it's not good. There's like chemical imbalances. Like don't do that. You can actually lead like infections into your body by doing stuff with food. It's not
I
safe.
love that there is literally an article, how to carve a pumpkin you can have sex with.
Well, did you
Like
look
a
at the website?
how to?
Did you look at the website?
I'm looking. This guy looks very...
No, look at the website title.
Oh, Funny or Die.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a parody website.
Yes. You
Okay.
don't do it. You're not supposed to. But I literally
Got it.
looked into like, is it safe to do? It's not. There's gross stuff in there. Just don't do it.
Although it does seem like the squishiness would
It seems like a gorgeous idea. Don't do it.
What about apple pie like they did in that movie?
Don't use a jack-o'-lantern. Just jack off, okay? Daddy, I need to know what a kinky Bloody Mary cartoon is.
I couldn't find one. Google didn't have one. But I was doing a flyer because we had a
Bloody Mary party.
Bloody Mary party over Folsom. So I thought, well, maybe Google would have a kinky Bloody Mary. Like I was looking for like a glass of Bloody Mary with like a harness on it. But Google, no.
Why would Google
Nothing.
have that?
The Google has everything. Somebody must have at some point made their Bloody Mary kinky, right? Like a little whip on the celery or something.
Next.
I'm a little worried
Oh.
because you are asking, have you checked your butthole? Tom Candy, who's Tom Candy?
Oh, you gotta click that one too. No, click it.
Do you have a cyst?
No.
Have you checked your butthole? Get up. I have not seen your keys.
How? We can't put this on YouTube.
It is on YouTube.
Wait, and this is hosted on YouTube?
Yeah.
Is it monetized?
I don't know actually. But it's a bop. It's a bop. I love that song.
All right, okay.
Skeeta bada.
It's kind of sexy.
He is. He's an Australian. Go follow Tom Cardy.
It's a little scary that you know everything about
Stop
this.
it. Okay, stop it. Stop it. I love
Do you
this
know
song.
everything about your butthole now? Did you check your butthole?
So as I'm looking through your search history, you're really just looking for logos and icons and literally like you have cigar salon icon, OnlyFans meme, Folsom Street Fair meme, Craigslist meme.
I create none of my own shit. I just pull it off the internet and splice it together, and bam, you have a graphic.
You're hilarious. Also, what is a cigar salon?
The cigar salon is a place where you can talk with different people with different ideas, and you just spin off of each other. You go off on tangents.
You blow smoke up each other's ass?
Kind of. If you're lucky. So me and a couple of my friends of the older generation have gotten together and we're taping a cigar salon so that we can talk about some of the things that your generation hasn't been through, and there's no place or anywhere that this education exists. And we talk about our own experiences going through like AIDS epidemic and segregation and all those things that
Sneak peek. Playing right here.
So I'm doing the On Guard Cigar Salon, which is my own way of talking about the past. Look out for our cigar salon.
Link down below if you want to follow it.
All right. So you're doing sex educators on YouTube and you're searching yourself.
Okay.
Does this mean you're like narcissistic?
No. Okay.
What does this
Have you never
mean?
Googled your, first of all, if you look at that, it actually brings up a really good article of like top 5 sex educators on YouTube. And what's especially fascinating is I think 4 of the 5 of the people that they highlight in that article don't create content anymore.
Oh,
Ash
so they're-
Hardell,
Oh.
Sexplanations, Lacey Green.
Why? Because they've just given up?
That's a great question. I think that burnout is real. I know for a fact that Sexplanations, Lindsay Doe just did a whole video where she was expressing a lot of frustration around creating content on YouTube.
I've been wanting to do an episode about fingering and also wanting to be more engaging like the early days of Sexplanations. Why don't I? It's because I don't want to put Sexplanations and the ability to educate millions of people about sexuality at risk, also known as demonetized, restricted, or removed. People have told me that even when they're subscribed to Sexplanations, they're not alerted when new videos come out. They don't show up. It's as if they're not there. I want to teach, but I don't know.
And then other people just get burnt out. And when your content continues to get, censored and you can't post and you're not getting that feedback loop of your followers watching it, it's really hard to create something.
But that still doesn't explain why you're Googling yourself.
Well, have you ever Googled yourself?
No, you can see. Look.
So like when I try to Google pup amp, real name is the first thing that comes up.
Your legal name?
Yeah, people are looking for my real name, my Instagram, my age.
Wait, amp's not your legal
I'm
name?
a top.
You're a top?
No, look, literally, I'm a top comes up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
My one claim to fame. As well as like where my collar's from. People want to know where I get shit apparently too.
Yeah, well, oh no, I know the number one question you're asked
I'm
that you
curious.
never answer.
What's that?
Where do you... I don't Google myself.
I am a
the
human.
puppy.
I am curious sometimes what people are looking for.
I don't care. No, I care what you think. I just don't care what you think.
For one of the people that lives on the internet and like podcasts, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, he knows nothing about the internet.
You brought me into this world. I was happy watching CNN at home and
Am I the
smoking
daddy?
my cigars.
Am I the daddy? Did I bring you into this
You
world?
did. You're my YouTube daddy. YouTube daddy. Called it.
I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted on that one.
Ooh, you have a lot of Amazon. Ooh, what did you buy me?
Nothing. Okay, don't look at those.
There's a lot of Amazon.
Holidays are coming up. Holidays are coming up. Don't look at those.
Did you check your butthole?
Not recently. Although, go get checked, y'all. Don't forget. It's important to get your sexual health checked.
Aggressively bisexual with Blizzbear.
Oh, so recently we had a podcast that'll be up when this goes up with our friend Blizzbear, another content creator, POC, BIPOC, like amazing, amazing person on Twitch. And this is how he identifies himself as aggressively bisexual. And so we had to talk
What does
about
that mean?
Like, he is so bisexual, he's in your face about it.
Okay.
Well, just being representation for some people.
Is this like Daniel Craig saying he goes to gay bars, so he's aggressively bisexual?
Is Daniel Craig bisexual?
No, but he loves hanging out at gay bars. Apparently, that hit the media stream this week. Google it.
Well, apparently I did. But I sat down and had a really good conversation with him on our podcast. And I even Googled like questions not to ask bisexuals because I didn't want to be offensive.
All right. So, learning to become a hypnotist.
You will not ask me
Something-
about that.
Something you want to tell me?
No.
Are you learning now? Are you going to be
well-
on the other side of the wheel? The spinning wheel? Are you becoming?
So for anyone that follows other social stuff that we do, I've been really into hypno, especially with COVID. And I want to learn how to hypnotize people, obviously with consent, because I think it's fascinating and a fun kink. Don't judge me.
So if in these YouTube videos I'm like trying to blink with my eyes and it's not working and he's snapping, send help. Yes, puppy. Anything you say is puppy. Whatever you want, puppy.
Not real. That's not actually happening. Or is it? You're getting very sleepy. You okay with it?
Huh?
You will go get me a coffee.
Ooh, coffee. Okay, so does a PA hole ever close? Why is that there?
Honestly, all of my search histories come from questions from you guys. Somebody was asking about PA holes, if we've ever done a video on Prince Albert's, and I'm not going to get a piercing down there.
See, you don't need Google for this. You could have just asked me. I have a PA hole and it's never closed. So because that's where the cum comes out.
How was that experience? I will never get a piercing because I'm not good with needles, but
Painful. Actually, the healing process the week after, if you have to walk and something is healing that's dangling between your legs, painful. Probably the most uncomfortable week of my life.
why'd you do it then?
I had a dom who wanted me to get one and also a geesh so they could padlock the two together.
Oh, and you thought that was hot.
I thought that was hot.
Well, and it's not hot, but
And then I did it. It was painful. I took the PA out because I was tired of peeing on my leg. Because it just sprays everywhere.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Honestly, all of your stuff is just kinky daddy, watching our videos on YouTube.
See, I am a watcher.
Our
I watch it.
podcast. I'm trying to find anything that's interesting.
Yeah, thanks.
It's actually really funny that we don't look for anything that's real. Well, I mean, I look for a lot of interesting things education wise.
Well, you do a lot of research for our shows.
Yeah.
This shows you how much research I do. I just kind of show up and wing it.
Literally everything on Daddy's is just self-promotion or Twitter or watching and sharing the things that we do online.
Yeah.
So I guess I should say thank you for
You're welcome.
being so
I
good.
promote us.
Thank you
You're
for your help.
welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I do the hard work, you do the fun work.
Wow.
Hard.
What is this? How to make your daddy a slave about?
That's not in there.
That's my final question.
I would never. Probably. So, Daddy, are you surprised, scared?
Actually, not as scary as I thought because I had no idea what I searched for, but apparently I'm just boring.
Honestly, we don't really use Google spheres for porn. I bet you a lot of people do. So like, if you have some interesting search terms, feel free to leave them down in the comments below if you're brave.
But don't people get in trouble for that if they are on work computers and stuff? So don't they do it off
Daddy,
work computers?
as partly your boss, you can search for whatever you want so long as you're not doing anything illegal, and I love you. And
Porn is my work.
I know, exactly. So like, it's odd, it's funny that ours aren't super wild in our terms, but honestly, I mean, I'm not surprised. I didn't really consciously think about what you might find on there, but I think we can close the case on that one because I just had a good time looking through what you're interested in.
It's fun, and I'm gonna actually go back and look through it unless you put Surfshark on it and find out what my Christmas
Here's
gifts
your
are.
computer
Now that I
back,
know
here's
how
your
to
computer
Google
back.
search.
But thank you guys again for being curious. This idea came from technically you guys asking us to actually do the episode. I'm sure you're a little disappointed that we're not like over the top perverse kinksters
Perverts.
at all times. But at the same time, I hope some of those questions made you think about different positive things.
And we get the best ideas for our shows from you. So keep leaving some more ideas in our comments below.
But if you like this episode, leave a like, please.
And if you like ringing bells, ring the bell.
Ring that bell.
It doesn't do anything, but go ahead and
that
ring
bell. Ring the bell. And whether you're doing the Google searching or just making sure your search history doesn't get found, always have a safe word. And today's safe word is...
it. On guard. Don't eat my sword. Don't even suck on my sword. Don't lick my sword. Okay, you can lick my sword.
No, now that you've given permission, I don't know. And hey, if you guys want to see my journey to learning how to hypnotize someone,
Watch my OnlyFans.
and we will see y'all next time.
Bye.
Oh, also, get ready, y'all. We're traveling.
Oh my God, we're traveling everywhere. We just got back from Texas, had a great time. Palm Springs is next for Leather Pride, and then MIR in Chicago. So if you're at any of those events, come see us.
And if you're in LA, November we'll be out there for CLAW, which is Cleveland Leather Awareness Weekend, Alliance Week.
In Los Angeles.
Yeah, in LA.
You're getting very, very spooky. Oh my God, why does it look like I'm turning two breasts? Honk, honk.